Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Walking Habit where we celebrate daily movement. This video begins quietly with a small life that somehow carries a big responsibility. Teeny Weeny, he walks ahead of me like he always does. Alert, loyal, proud, like he's the one taking me out for air. Ever since February of 2023, this has been our ritual, our agreement, our promise to each other that no matter what the day brings, we show up for the walk. There were 4 months where I couldn't, 4 months where when injury took me out of my body and forced me into stillness I didn't ask for. And if you've ever been injured or sick or slowed down against your will, you know how loud your mind can get when your body can't do what it used to. But today we are back. Not back like we used to, not the 7 miles like before, and not jogging the last mile like before, but today it's 3 miles. This route, the shorter one, is the one I used to take when I didn't feel well, when I needed mercy instead of achievement. And today, choosing it isn't weakness, it's wisdom. It's me saying I'm getting there. And that's the mission, one step at a time. We walk alongside Julian Wash. The Sonoran Desert shows up the way it always does, quietly, magnificent, Palo Verdes reaching into the cloudy sky, sage brush holding its ground, jumping choyas standing like reminders that beauty doesn't need permission to be sharp or resilient. There are no ocotillos here, but there is still enough life to remind me we're alive, we're moving, and we're doing. The sky is a little gray today. It's gloomy maybe, but my mood isn't, because presence changes everything. My life has been so much better ever since I decided to be present. And I don't mean enlightened or perfect or floating through existence untouched by hardship. I mean present as in I'm here, I'm breathing, I'm alive, I'm doing the dishes, I'm walking the dog, I'm cleaning the room, I'm moving my body the best I can today. And when you're happy, really happy, while doing ordinary things, it makes a world of a difference. Happiness doesn't need fireworks. Sometimes it just needs honesty. This channel, this space, is a safe place to land. A place where you don't have to perform or prove or pretend. A place where you can shut off your mind for a moment and just be. I accept you exactly how you are. You don't have to be anybody to be somebody to me. And I see you. And more than the challenges or the workout or the recipes or the spa days, I hope this becomes the place you come to hear a girl remind you of how special you are, because you are, full stop. Then the video shifts. I'm cleaning my grandmother's room, folding, wiping, making space, and I'm dancing while I do it. Because life isn't perfect. Please don't be fooled. I have zero. Zero certainty, zero guarantees, but I choose to live like I have everything. And if I have to lie to myself to be happy sometimes, then so be it. I clean the bathroom, I dance again. Music in my head, movement in my body, gratitude sneaking in through the cracks. This is what presence looks like. No escape, just engagement. And yes, there are days and moments in life where nothing dramatic is happening. No milestones, no breakthrough, no before and after moment, just you existing. And sometimes that's the hardest place to be because when you're quiet long enough, the mind starts to whisper things that aren't true. It tells you you're taking up space, that you're using air, someone else deserves more, that presence is neutral at best, inconvenient at worst. But I want to say this gently and clearly and without hesitations. You being here. You being here matters. Not because you're productive, not because you're impressive, not because you've healed or figured it out or become someone else, simply because you are alive and you're meant to be here. Choosing life doesn't always look like grand declarations or dramatic turnarounds. Sometimes choosing life looks like staying, like walking, like putting one foot in front of another, even when you don't feel essential. Especially then, the world does not need you to disappear to make sense. It doesn't get better when you shrink yourself. It doesn't become lighter when you decide you're too much or not enough or in the way. Life is more beautiful with you here, even on the days you feel invisible to yourself. Even on the days when all you're doing is walking a trail, breathing cloudy air, and wondering if any of it makes a difference. And it does. Presence is an act of courage. Staying is an act of love, and sometimes the bravest thing you can do is not fix yourself, but simply refuse to be. Ever stood in a moment where your thoughts told you the world would go on just fine without you? Listen to me. The world would go on, yes, but it would be missing your way of seeing things. Your quiet, your softness, your endurance, your perspective that no one else carries. People don't just miss you for a day, they miss you in ways they don't even have language for, in small habits, in empty spaces, in moments they didn't realize were being held together by your presence. And even if no one ever told you that, you still matter. You are not wasting oxygen. You are not behind. You are not late to life. You are in it right now, and you're breathing and you're moving and you're choosing to stay one more minute. And it counts. If today feels bad, you don't have to love life. You don't have to be grateful. You don't have to feel inspired. All you have to do is not step away from it. Stay on the trail, stay in your body, stay in this moment. Let life meet you where you are instead of demanding you to be somewhere else. You don't need to earn your place here, you already have it. And maybe today choosing life doesn't look like hope, it looks like practice, like letting the minutes pass through, judging yourself for still being here. That's enough. You are enough, and I'm really glad you're still walking with me.
It's not one sign, there's two exercises.
Now I begin my day 3 out of 30. I begin on the ground where so many things begin for me lately. Low, honest, close to the earth. I stretch my arms first, pulling one behind my head, then the other, opening up my triceps slowly, carefully. It's a simple overhead triceps stretch, but for me, it's more than anatomy. It's permission, it's me telling my body we're safe enough to try today. Then I move into a stretch I couldn't do for a long time. My hands and feet pressed onto the floor. My elbows and legs are locked. My hips high, my body forming something like an upside down V, a reverse tabletop stretch. I open my chest, my shoulders, my hip flexors, my spine. It's complex, it's demanding, and I thank God I can finally do it again. Literally, you can see it in the video. There was a time I couldn't even imagine being here, holding myself up like this. Today, I don't rush it, I stay. And from there, I move into my legs. Forward lunges, one side and then the other. Nothing fancy, just dynamic lunges, stretching my hips, waking up my thighs, reminding my lower body that it still belongs to me. And then there's a small moment of joy. I show you the song I'm listening to. It's a little nasty, honestly, and I make a face, but it made me laugh, and laughter counts as medicine too. Then I stand at the wall. One arm reaches out for support, weights resting gently at my knees. I lift my leg out to the side, slow and controlled. This is a standing hip abduction, a lateral leg rise, and it works the outer hips and glutes, the quiet muscles that hold us upright when life asks us to balance. I breathe through it. I don't rush it. I remember how far I've come. Next, I grab a weight and I add resistance bands. I move into a goblet squat with the band. Holding the weight close to my chest, sitting back into my hips, standing up again. These squats aren't about speed. They're about trust. Trusting my knees, trusting my strength, trusting that I don't have to punish my body to prove I'm serious about healing. Then things get harder. I stay in a squat position and begin alternating my legs. One leg reaches back, returns forward, then I shift and do the other side. This is a squat with alternating reverse legs reach. It burns, it challenges my balance, it asks my brain to stay present. I can't check out here. I have to be inside of my body fully, and I love it. And here I'm dancing to a Brazilian techno. After that, I stand tall and kick my leg out to the side. No wall, no weights, just me holding myself upright. This is an unassisted standing lateral leg rise, sometimes called a standing side kick. And this is sneaky. It looks simple, but keeping my supine straight, my core engaged, my body aligned, it takes everything. It reminds me that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's quiet and shaking and still standing. I grab two small dumbbells, next 2 or 3 pounds each, and begin weighted squats again. Just dumbbell squats, down and up and down and up. Honest work, no drama, no rush. I switch sides and kick the other leg out, giving both sides of my body the same respect, the same effort. Then I return to squats. Body weight this time. This is where I finish, as many as I can. Today, it's about 30. Some days is more, some days it's less. Today, 30 is enough. And here is the thing I want you to know. More than the names of these exercises, more than the structure of my routine, movement like this changed my life. Stretching changed my mindset. Creating a routine, something gentle but consistent, rewired how I speak to myself. I am not the same person I was before I chose to move every day. And I don't want you to be me. I don't want your routine, to look like mine. I just want you to trust me when I say this. Do something for yourself. Push yourself gently, honestly, and with love, and with love. So, before I go, I want to leave you with this, something that matters more than the workout to me. You can be alive and still feel disconnected from your life. You can be moving through your days and not actually be in them. And presence changes everything. It doesn't mean your problems disappear. It doesn't mean that the world suddenly becomes fair or easy or gentle. It means that even while doing ordinary things, even while cleaning, stretching, hurting, healing, you are here. And when you're present, even imperfect moments begin to feel different, softer, more human, and more yours. Life feels heavier when you're only surviving it. It feels lighter when you're participating in it. And I know there are wars happening. There is suffering that feels unimaginable. There are people carrying losses we can't even begin to understand. That reality exists. That acknowledging That doesn't mean your feeling is invalid. Pain isn't a competition. You're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed to feel tired. You're allowed to feel overwhelmed by your life, even while the world feels like it's on fire. Feeling sad is part of being human. But if what you're feeling goes deeper than that, if it starts to feel heavy in your chest, loud in your head, or lonely in a way that scares you, please don't carry it alone. Reach out to someone, anyone, a friend, a family member, a professional, a stranger who knows how to listen. And if you're feeling unheard, if you're feeling invisible, if you don't know where to else to land, you can reach out to me. Don't be scared to message me. Don't be scared to email me. You don't need to be perfect words. You don't need a reason. You don't need to be strong enough first. You're always to ask for connection exactly as you are. And as always, I want to thank you for giving me a little bit of your time and and space, a small opening in your life. I don't take that lightly. I'm really grateful you're here with me and we're pushing together. And I'll see you in day 4.